Chernobyl is a name that evokes a sense of tragedy and disaster, but also resilience and recovery. Located in northern Ukraine near the border with Belarus, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant became infamous on April 26, 1986, when Reactor 4 exploded, leading to the worst nuclear accident in history. If you enjoy this video about Chernobyl, please like, share, and subscribe. At the end of the video, please use the comment section to ask us any questions about Chernobyl. This catastrophic event has left a profound impact on the environment, human health, and the field of nuclear energy. The Chernobyl disaster occurred during a late-night safety test, which went disastrously wrong. Reactor 4 suffered a massive power increase, leading to explosions and a fire that released a significant amount of radioactive material into the atmosphere. The explosion was caused by a combination of reactor design flaws and operator errors. The reactor used in Chernobyl was an RBMK type, known for its instability at low power levels, and the operators disabled critical safety systems during the test. This combination proved to be fatal. The initial explosion killed 2 plant workers, but the long-term effects were far more devastating. The fire burned for 10 days, releasing radioactive isotopes like iodine-131, cesium-137, and strontium-90 into the air. The Soviet government initially tried to cover up the disaster, but radiation alarms at a nuclear plant in Sweden, over 1,000 kilometers away, forced them to reveal the truth. The delay in reporting the incident led to more severe consequences, as nearby residents were not immediately evacuated. Around 49,000 people lived in Pripyat, a city built to house the workers of the Chernobyl plant, located just 3 kilometers away. The residents were evacuated 36 hours after the explosion, and many believed they would return within a few days. However, the levels of radiation made the area uninhabitable. Today, Pripyat stands as a ghost town, frozen in time, with buildings and personal belongings left as they were in 1986. It has become a haunting symbol of the disaster. The Exclusion Zone, a 30-kilometer radius around the plant, was established to prevent further radiation exposure. This zone is one of the most radioactive places on Earth, but it has also become a unique ecological reserve. Despite the high radiation levels, wildlife has flourished in the absence of human activity. Species like wolves, boars, and even the endangered Przewalski's horse have been observed thriving in the area. The biodiversity of the exclusion zone is a testament to nature's resilience. The human toll of the Chernobyl disaster is difficult to quantify. The immediate death toll was relatively low, with around 30 plant workers and firefighters dying from acute radiation sickness in the weeks following the explosion. However, the long-term health effects have been significant. Estimates of the number of cancer deaths due to the disaster vary widely. The World Health Organization predicts up to 4,000 additional cancer deaths among those exposed to the highest levels of radiation, while other studies suggest the number could be higher. Thyroid cancer, particularly among those who were children at the time, has seen a noticeable increase due to the radioactive iodine released during the disaster. The cleanup and containment efforts after the explosion were monumental. One of the most significant efforts was the construction of the sarcophagus, a massive steel and concrete structure designed to encase Reactor 4 and contain the radioactive materials. Built quickly and under extreme conditions, the sarcophagus started to deteriorate over time. In 2016, a new confinement structure, the New Safe Confinement (NSC), was slid into place over the old sarcophagus. The NSC is the largest movable land-based structure ever built and is designed to contain the radiation for at least 100 years. Chernobyl has had a profound impact on the nuclear power industry worldwide. The disaster highlighted the dangers of nuclear energy and the importance of rigorous safety standards. In the immediate aftermath, the Soviet Union launched a review of all RBMK reactors, making significant design changes to improve safety. Internationally, the disaster led to the establishment of the World Association of Nuclear Operators, WANO, and the adoption of the Convention on Nuclear Safety aimed at promoting the safe operation of nuclear plants. The legacy of Chernobyl extends into popular culture and media. The site has been the subject of numerous documentaries, films, and books. The 2019 HBO miniseries Chernobyl brought renewed attention to the disaster, depicting the harrowing events and the heroism of those who responded to the crisis. The series received critical acclaim for its detailed portrayal and has helped to educate a new generation about the disaster. Despite the danger, Chernobyl has become a tourist destination. Guided tours of the Exclusion Zone allow visitors to see the abandoned city of Pripyat, the Duga radar array, and the Chernobyl plant itself. These tours are conducted under strict safety protocols, and visitors are briefed on how to minimize radiation exposure. The tours provide a unique glimpse into a world frozen in time and serve as a stark reminder of the potential consequences of nuclear power. The disaster also spurred scientific research and environmental monitoring. Researchers study the long-term effects of radiation on ecosystems and human health, providing valuable insights into radiation protection and nuclear safety. The Chernobyl disaster zone has become a living laboratory for scientists, helping to improve our understanding of nuclear accidents and their aftermath. One of the most moving aspects of Chernobyl is the stories of the people affected by the disaster. Many of the liquidators, the workers who were brought in to clean up after the explosion, performed their duties under dangerous conditions with little regard for their own safety. Their stories of bravery and sacrifice are a poignant reminder of the human cost of the disaster. Some of these liquidators have since developed health problems due to their exposure to radiation, but their contribution to containing the disaster was invaluable. The disaster's social and economic impact on Ukraine and Belarus has been profound. Large areas of land were rendered uninhabitable, displacing hundreds of thousands of people. The cost of the cleanup and compensation for those affected has been a significant burden on the economies of both countries. Additionally, the psychological impact on the survivors and their descendants has been considerable, with many experiencing anxiety and other mental health issues related to the disaster. The Chernobyl disaster has also had a lasting impact on energy policy. In the wake of the accident, many countries reevaluated their nuclear energy programs. Some, like Germany and Italy, decided to phase out nuclear power altogether, while others invested in improving the safety of their existing plants. The disaster underscored the need for alternative energy sources and spurred research into renewable energy. Chernobyl's environmental impact extends beyond the immediate area. Radioactive fallout from the disaster was detected across Europe, with particularly high levels in parts of Scandinavia and the United Kingdom. The long-term environmental consequences include contamination of soil and water, affecting agriculture and wildlife far beyond the exclusion zone. Efforts to decontaminate affected areas have been ongoing, but some regions remain unsafe for habitation or farming. Despite the grim legacy, Chernobyl has also been a site of hope and resilience. Efforts to commemorate the disaster and support the affected communities have included memorials, educational programs, and charitable initiatives. The Chernobyl Children International Organization, for example, provides medical and humanitarian aid to children affected by the disaster. These efforts help to ensure that the lessons of Chernobyl are not forgotten and that future generations are aware of the risks and responsibilities associated with nuclear energy. In recent years, interest in Chernobyl has surged, partly due to the HBO miniseries and the growing fascination with abandoned places and disaster tourism. This increased attention has brought both benefits and challenges. On one hand, it has led to greater awareness and understanding of the disaster, potentially contributing to better safety practices in the nuclear industry. On the other hand, it has raised concerns about the impact of tourism on the fragile environment of the exclusion zone. As the world grapples with the challenges of climate change and the need for sustainable energy, the legacy of Chernobyl remains highly relevant. Nuclear power continues to be a contentious issue, with debates over its risks and benefits. The lessons learned from Chernobyl are crucial for informing these debates and ensuring that the mistakes of the past are not repeated. The story of Chernobyl is one of tragedy, resilience, and learning. It serves as a powerful reminder of the potential dangers of nuclear energy, but also of the human capacity to respond to disaster and learn from it. The efforts to contain and mitigate the effects of the Chernobyl disaster have pushed the boundaries of science and engineering, leading to advancements in nuclear safety and environmental protection. In the decades since the disaster, Chernobyl has transformed from a symbol of catastrophe to a symbol of human endurance and the ability to rebuild. The ongoing research, environmental recovery, and the stories of those who lived through the disaster continue to shape our understanding of the event and its implications for the future. As we look ahead, the legacy of Chernobyl will remain a critical chapter in the history of nuclear energy and a testament to the importance of safety, transparency, and compassion in the face of adversity. In conclusion, the Chernobyl disaster was a pivotal event that changed the world's approach to nuclear energy. It highlighted the catastrophic potential of nuclear accidents and underscored the need for stringent safety measures and international cooperation in the nuclear industry. The ongoing efforts to study and mitigate the impacts of the disaster continue to provide valuable lessons and insights. The resilience of nature and humanity in the face of such a disaster is a testament to our capacity to overcome and learn from our darkest moments. The story of Chernobyl is one that will continue to be told for generations, serving as both a warning and a source of inspiration. If you enjoyed this video about Chernobyl, please like, share, and subscribe. This helps us to continue making videos like this for everyone.